Here's advice I've only heard being said by poor people. And when I say poor people, I'm not talking about broke people because that's temporary. I'm talking about people who walk around with a poverty mindset and wish ill on others. They wish others would be in the same financial situation as them. And here's a story time. So a couple of months ago, I posted on my WhatsApp status, Fiji treated me well. And on WhatsApp, if someone views your status, you can see the exact time they viewed it. So a distant aunt of mine saw the story. I saw the timestamp. Within a minute of her viewing my story, she posted a Bible verse. She wrote Ephesians 6:22. But here's the funny part. The words she wrote as being the verse were not correct. She wrote, these are the end times. Don't be too happy. Lest you fall. You could lose everything. So I was like, this is weird. So I went into the Bible, looked up Ephesians 6, read the whole chapter because I said, maybe it's somewhere in that chapter. It had nothing to do with that. And so I took a screenshot of the actual verse, put it on my status because I'm petty. But yeah, it was in that moment that I thought, I was like, this person wishes ill on me to the extent that they are willing to misquote a Bible verse and use it to try and scare me or put negative thoughts in my psyche. You need to understand something. When people have a poverty mindset, they want to instill that in everyone. Anyone that they see light in, anyone that they see that this person in their future, they're going to be successful, they can live an abundant life, they want to instill that. Because once someone attacks your psyche, they don't have to do anything else. You start sabotaging. You start making decisions that are bad for you. Now let's talk about why this advice is bad. Because a lot of people disguise it as prepare for a rainy day. But what they actually say is most people end up poor anyway. Don't try too hard. Don't be too happy. You could end up poor. These people have already concluded that everyone should go through a time where they lose everything and end up in a place where they are destitute. But if you understand financial literacy, you know that even during bad times, if you plan your things well, your life standard will not go below a certain quality. It's all financial literacy. Let's say most of your wealth comes from income from your job. If you focus on investing in passive income assets that you own, even if you lose your job, you still have a certain level of income that is guaranteed from your assets. So for someone to assume that everyone in their bad times will end up poor, one, they are telling you what they wish for you. Two, they are telling you they have zero financial literacy. If this were true, then old money wouldn't exist. People who have generations and generations of wealth wouldn't exist. The reason why those people exist is they know something that most people don't know. However, they got their wealth in the beginning. They know how to maintain it. They know how to maintain that lifestyle. So, whatever situation you're in, it doesn't matter where you start. Whether you're broke right now, whether your finances are tight, I want you to always remember that if you plan well, you never have to come back to that stage again, even in bad times. You never have to come back to that suffering again, even in bad times, if you plan your things well. Don't ever listen to people who say to you, be careful, don't be too happy, you could end up poor. That's not how that works. Financial literacy will ensure that your lifestyle will never go below a certain quality, a certain value, a certain state, because you've set a foundation for yourself. If you set a foundation for yourself, it's impossible. You could have a rainy day, you could have rainy months, you could have rainy years. Your lifestyle would not go below a certain value. Secondly, if you actually pay attention to people who are wealthy, they are so helpful. They don't want their friends to end up in the worst cases possible, because most of the time, it's lonely at the top is what people say. There's fewer people at the top. So they want to keep their circle at the top. They will do whatever it takes to help you if they're really good friends. It's only when people have a poverty mindset that if things are going badly for you, they try to kick you. They try to hurt you. They try to say all the things they hated about you. They try to say all the things that they were envious of you. The secret animosity comes out because now they feel like you have no power whatsoever. So you always need to be careful. If someone makes it a sport to say negative things about what could happen in your future, or when something bad is happening, they take time to try hurt you, those are people you need to stay away from. That's poverty mindset. The name is Chido. I'm your personal emotional intelligence detective. Always keeping it real. Sophomore talk. You won't regret it.